everyone, it's Di here from Diane, and this week I'm going to show you how I made this. It's a little gift box that will hold, I reckon it will hold the Easter goodie eggs, you know. It will hold some little eggs, or the big Cadbury's cream egg or something like that, or a little pot of jam or something like this. This is a Nutella. This is one I had left over when I made some for Christmas. I got carried away and made one too many, so I had one left over, and I was going to show everybody how to make this. Sorry, I'm out of the screen a bit. I might push you out a little bit. Wrong way. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so I was going to do this to show you at Christmas, and time just got away, so I'm actually going to show you how to do this so that you can use it for an Easter present. Now, I've got some jam here to put in this. This is from a place called Beerenberg, which is in South Australia, and the jam is actually made on site, and it's a lovely place. So they have beautiful meals there, and if you've never been there and you live in South Australia, go and check it out. It's all just been done up, and you can buy your strawberries fresh or pick your own when they're in season, obviously. So this is what we're going to make today. Now, these spoons, I've picked these up. They're called a bio pack. They are wooden spoons. These are teaspoons. You can get them in teaspoons, dessert spoons, knives and forks, and they are from Woolworths here in South Australia. Whether Woolies in other states have them or overseas, I don't know, but I'm sure that with everybody going that we don't want to get rid of plastics, and these are carbon neutral products, so I'm sure that most places will have them. So let's pop this out of the way and I'll show you what you need, and it's really not a lot. Now, I've made one bow, but I'm using my old bow maker, so I will show you how to do this. Gosh, I feel like I'm out of the screen still. Let's move it out a bit more. That's a bit better. So like that. So there we go. And I've also already cut these out, and stamped them. So I will show you what we need and what we're doing. So first of all, we need a strip of card that measures 2 inches wide by 11 3/4 inches in length, and that's for the holder. For the box itself, you need a piece of card that measures 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. For the outside pieces on here, you need 2 pieces of DSP that measure 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and I'm using the paper that's in the mini catalogue, and that's I can't remember what it's called, to tell you the truth, that I haven't got my book here, so I'm sorry I can't tell you. I will put it in the comments below when I do the video, the upload. Okay, and this piece measures 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then you need 4 more pieces of designer series paper that measure 1 5/8 by 1 5/8. Now, they're from my double oval punch, and the Happy Easter comes from or Easter Blessing I should say, comes from the Daffodil Daydream. I'm getting my Daffodil Daydream. So that's that, and I just stamped them with Memento, and my With Love and the little flower come from the With Love, and it's just this flower. I didn't do the outside of the flower because I just didn't want, all I wanted was just a little something on there, and I couldn't find a little heart, so that's what I'm using for that. And for the bow, I'm using this. It's very old and very retired, unfortunately, but it's the Bow Builder, and I will do that. So what we might do is we might do that first. So I'll pop that over there because the rest of it's not going to take very long to do. This is a scrap piece of card, so we're going to actually cut this out twice. Just punch this out twice. There we go. That's a bit of scrap there now. So let's pop that out of the way. And we've got 2 pieces for the end, 2 of these and 2 of these now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give these a good bend, these pieces that look quite strange. And we're going to get a little bit of glue and we're going to glue these tabs together. So we're just going to glue that tab to this tab here, bringing it around and squishing them together, and then just pushing that up so that you get that bow look. And we're going to do that for the other one as well. So if you haven't got the bow maker and you can find one for sale, I would suggest it. If not, you can always buy dies and things that do exactly the same thing. So we're going to pop that piece on top of that one like that, and then one of these we're just going to give that a bit of a curl as well. The other one will be going in the rubbish. So what we're going to do now is we're going to glue this one onto here, and then we pop a bit more glue on the top and glue the other one the opposite way on top of that. But I actually really love my bow maker, and I'm sorry, but some things that they retire I think could go on for a long time, because you know there's always new people that are doing these projects and that, and they are just really gorgeous. I can't see how this is something that would go out of fashion. So we're going to pop them around like so, and we're going to just hold that down. Oh, that one needs a tiny bit more glue on there. Pop that around like that and hold that for a few seconds, and we have both our bows done then. So this piece here is the only piece that is actually rubbish. So let's pop the pin in the glue, if it will go. Pop our bows on one side for now. Oops, let's put them over there. And let's bring these in. Now, because I've done my sayings, I've actually stuck that one down. I might as well do this, stick this one down out of the way. So, this is a really, I love this set. So, that's that done. That's those done. Now, let's pop the pin back in there, and we'll get stuck into this. So we've got 4 of those the same size, and then 2 of that one and 1 of that one. So we're going to bring in our scoreboard, and we're going to start by scoring our long piece, which is 2 inches by 11 3/4, and we're going to score this at 3/4 of an inch, and remembering we need the thin end, so we want 3/4 of an inch, 2 3/4 inches, 4 3/4 inches, sorry, 4 3/4 inches, and 6 3/4 inches. So we've got that. We've got 1/4 inch, 2 3/4, 4 3/4, 6 3/4, and that's all the scoring we're going to do on that piece. We'll bring in this piece, which is our 5 3/8 square, and we're going to score this at 1 7/8. Turn that around the right way. I'll see which is the right way. 1 7/8, and 3 3/4. Or if you turn it all the way around, it's 1 and, oh, that should have been 1 7/8. That's not right. What have I done here? I don't know. Because that's not right. Let me go away and I'll see what I've done wrong. Hi, I'm back again, and I know what I did wrong. I can't even read my own writing. I wrote down 5 5/8 and I cut it at 5 3/8. So it should have been 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. I do apologise for that. So let's bring back in our scoreboard, and we're going to score this again, and we will get it right this time. So this is 5 5/8, and it's going to be scored at 1 7/8. Turn it all the way around, and it will be 1 7/8, which will mean this is at 3 3/4, which is correct. Yoo-hoo! Look at that, see? Did it all wrong before. So we wanted to turn it around so that our score lines are across and we're going to score this again at 1 7/8 and 3 3/4. So that way we have 9 squares that all measure 1 7/8. And don't ask me why I wrote down it so badly that I couldn't read it and I cut it wrong. Never mind. That's life, and we do go carry on. Okie dokie. So now we're going to actually fold and burnish this piece. And we're going to do this piece first because we need to use our 1 inch hole punch, circle punch. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to cut these all on the one side. We're going to cut that one that way. I just got a tiny bit off that bit edge there. We're going to turn it and we're going to do one on this way and a little bit off that corner there. Turn it, one on this way and a little bit off that corner there. And turn it one more time, and we're going to score down, cut down to that, from that score line down there, and then chop that tiny bit over there. That bit of right on the score line there, that's not really good. Ah, come on. There we go, that looks better. Okay, so that's our bits that we chopped out. And now, because your punch will not punch through 2 pieces of card and a piece of designer series paper, we're going to do this bit by bit. So I'm going to pop this in so it's about halfway down on one of the middle pieces. Whoops! And we're going to just cut that out. Now we're going to do the one the opposite end, and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. Right. So once we've done that, now we can pop our pieces of designer series paper on all 4 of those. So let's do that. We're doing our little box first because I messed it all up, and I do apologise for messing it up. I don't know what came over me. Obviously something that wasn't working in my brain. Now just remember, if you've got a design that is directional, you want it to be upwards on that way all the way round. As mine isn't directional, it doesn't really matter. Mind you, it does look better if the heart's probably up the right way. And once we've done that, we're then going to go through again and pop this in and just punch out to that score line, that punch line as before. You can just see it there and get right on the edge of it like so. And once you've done that, now we can then glue the sides down. So we're going to glue each side down, and it will just fold over on top of that. And once again, we're going to actually pull them, cut them out again in a second. So now you might want to do it all at once, but I found that you can damage your punch, and it's not worth the effort of damaging your punch for. So, and I just think, I just don't like the idea of damaging the punch when I know full well it's going to be too hard for it to punch it. Like that, and then the last one, well, you've got to fold that back like so to get the glue on that side. Whoops. And we're going to pop that onto there like so. We'll go round in a circle and make sure they're nice and tight. And then we'll go over these one more time to punch out that finger hole on the side there. Whoops, that wasn't quite in the right spot. There we go, that's better. And we'll turn it around to the other one and do the other one the same way. There we go. And that's our box done. Let's pop the glue in the pin in the glue for a moment. And that's our little box part of it done. Now this, as I say, will hold those little Easter eggs, those tiny little ones, or these little pops of jam. And I love these little pops of jam. They're a fantastic idea, especially if you've got somebody that's not feeling well. Okay, so that's that piece done. So now we're going to bring in our piece, our long piece, and we've got a short, then we've got 3 pieces the same and a long piece. So we're going to fold and burnish all of these over like so. And then what we're going to do next is we're actually going to make sure that we've got that so it goes around. I've missed a score line too. No, I haven't. That goes like that. So I'm going to put my piece of card on here first. Alright, so I'm going to pop that on. Well, actually I might fold that down and glue that on first. I'm really having a messy one here, aren't I, with you guys? So let's put a bit of glue on this tab here, and then fold that all the way to the middle one, the third one along, third one along, bring it right down and pop it on top like so. Once you've done that, we can then pop that down nice and tight, and we have our piece here like so. So what we're going to do now is we're going to glue this piece onto here. That's the long piece of designer series paper, and that will fit on here just nicely. Now I'm going to punch the top out like my other one was. I'm going to just pop the pin in there for a moment again because it's a warm day today. So I'm going to actually put like my other one here. It's got a nice curvy top with a hole there, which you could put a ribbon in if you wanted to. So I'm going to bring in my scalloped tag topper punch, and I'm going to pop this in here, and this will fit in here gorgeously because it's 2 inches long, and making sure that it's nice and even. I'm going to chop that off there, and then you've got a nice edge on the top. So that's that piece done. With these 2 pieces, we're going to pop one on the top here and one on this piece here. So when this is sitting up like this, it doesn't sort of sit really nicely at the moment. One piece is going to go there, and the other piece is going to go on the front here. So when you fold that down flat, you're going to just pop one on the front here, and then the other one down the bottom here. And that's virtually finished with all the messing about today. I'm really sorry about. This then slides inside the box like so, which will hold it nice and even. So we're going to now pop our little sayings on. So I've got some dimensions here. So let's pop some on the bottom, on the back of these rather. And I'm going to put the with love at the top, up in this section here, and the happy Easter down the bottom. Now you could just leave it with 1 if you wanted to, but I just thought it looks better with 2. That's me. Then we're going to pop some glue onto the back of this one here, like so. And we're just going to glue that onto the top of the box. Now let's pop that out so I can squish it down a tiny bit. Great. So let's pop that in there. Pop this in back in there. What a lovely little gift. I mean, you could give that to an old person in a retirement village, you know, or something like that, who's not feeling 100%. So we're going to grab one of our spoons, our teaspoons, and we're going to grab our glue dots, and we're going to pop a glue dot on the back of our other bow and pop it right at the top of the spoon like so. And then I'm going to put a couple more glue dots down the spoon like that, which will come off really easy, and then my spoon can just glue onto the back of the thing and sit up like so. How gorgeous is that? What a lovely little gift, what a lovely idea, and I think it's just so cute. As I say, you could pop the Easter eggs in there if you wanted to do that, the jam or honey or whatever anybody likes to eat. Nutella, I'm not a real big Nutella fan, but you know, that's, everybody loves what they do. And these size jars are available all around the world, so that's a really lovely idea, and it's so easy to make. If you lived in the US, your paper's shorter. This just means that this piece here on the top is a bit shorter, but that's, you just adjust your designer series paper to match that. So that's our card, oh well, our project for this week. There's my original one that I did for a Christmas, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Now if you like these, and please, I'm sorry about all the messing around in the middle, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I do like to hear from you all. If you would like the written tutorial for this, just head over to Diane for Stampin' Crafting Tutorials on my Facebook group. There you can pick up the tutorial, which will have the correct measurements written on there, I'll assure you, because I haven't actually typed it out yet at the time of filming this, but it will be done before this all goes live. So I look forward to seeing you, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.